everyone. Morning. We are doing a little testing of the Facebook functionality, and I invited my friend Adrian to see if it works. So let's see. She should be joining us shortly. So a little bit about, okay, so I have a group, a trifecta. It's called the Motherhood Trifecta. It's Adrian from Tales of an Educated Debutante and Carrie from What Color is Monday. The three of us have written a book together. Big announcement coming soon. Whoop, whoop. And we also do a live video. It used to be Sunday nights, and now it's Tuesday nights, where we just chat about all things autism and motherhood and parenting, siblings. A little bit of everything comes in. And we had some, okay, I have a dog right here. Oh, Tank, should I show everyone what you did last night? We try to leave Tank out sometimes because out of his kennel overnight. And every time we do, he proves to us why we can't. He ate one of Winnie's ballet slippers. He ate it in half. Damn dog. Yeah. How is Cooper? Cooper's good. Cooper is home sick today. He, I think, is 99% better. He's been fever-free, but we just, with Cooper, because he can't tell us when he doesn't feel good, we like to err on the side of caution. So he is going to stay home one more day just to make sure he's in great health. I always have this feeling like if I was sick, I don't want to be anywhere else. And I could, I'm able to be like, I don't feel good, I'm sick. He's not. And so often it comes out as a behavior. So I want to make sure that he is healthy before. Okay, there's Adrian. Okay, Adrian, I approved you. It says it's adding you. We're amazing.
So, and I just screen recorded the whole thing. So I didn't ever see your request though.
Did you check your notifications though for Tails?
Yep.
Okay, but sorry to get in the weeds. And I only know this because I know it for other reasons. On the top of your notifications page, it'll say filter. Yeah. Make sure all the filters are off.
Okay.
Because I didn't see your request until I turned my filters off.
Okay. I noticed that button and thought, what does that mean? Let me check my other page.
Because I filter my notifications just to be comments. So then therefore, then you don't see all the other stuff. So then therefore I missed your
yeah, I just have comments. Okay.
Yes.
So now I'm going to do
it should be like red.
Yeah. Okay, let me go back and look. This is exciting. And then I'm going to get off and I'm going to try to get back on again. Okay, so it says all, but I don't see it.
Oh, dang it. I invited your personal and your business.
Okay, filters. So filters, I have nothing. Would it have been?
Attendance line's calling.
What?
Cooper's home today. So this is kind of an aside. So Cooper is home today. So the attendance line just called me and it's an automated, recording.
There's an attendance line?
Oh yeah, they call twice. Your kids missed the first hour and then your kids missed the whole day. But okay, so with Sawyer and Harbor, we use like Schoolology, like that's the account, or Campus Portal. Like I'm like in it. I know all about it, right? I use it all the time. With Cooper, because he's in special ed, we don't use it for anything. So I don't know how to mark him absent. It's kind of one of those weird things. Like I'm not involved in it, so I don't know. And also I just email his teacher. So I emailed her at 7 a.m. I'm like, Cooper's homesick again.
I do that. So here's a question. Do you send in notes?
Okay, so interesting. So my mom was the secretary at my school for 20 years. And back then it was notes. So Sawyer's school is so small that I just email, like we had to pick him up for the dentist. So I just emailed Miss Janet and I said, I'm going to pick up Sawyer at 10:30. And she's like, okay, Kate. With Cooper, it's a little different because he's nonverbal. I would just email his teacher. But like when I grew up, it was notes.
Well, and you have Cooper's in public school, but Sawyer's private school. So at public school, you get a letter mandated from the state if you've missed a certain number of days.
Yeah.
And the letter has to go out even if the school doesn't want the letter to go out.
Okay.
Because they
Okay, so what I know about this is when we pulled Cooper from kindergarten because it wasn't working, we had to sign a form saying we were homeschooling him, even though he went to 40 hours a week of therapy.
Oh.
They didn't have a box to check at the time. It was, we were homeschooling him. And I'm like, this is a lie. And they're like, you have to check it. I'm like, okay. So then we got the letter, like the truancy letter.
Right.
That was like, you, and I'm like, no. And that's the scary letter. Have you ever gotten that?
Well, this letter is like you're going to go to court.
That's what the truancy letter is. So it must be the same thing. And I'm like, I can't go. I'm not going to court.
Oh, I want to go to court.
Is it for Amos?
Yeah, take me to court.
I'll bring Amos with.
I mean, I can't imagine how good that would be. I mean, so much that they send a letter now, and the principal like texts me, I had to send a letter. She's like scared I'm going to get her.
What is the amount of days that he misses?
Well,
that's the threshold.
Like during COVID, you got the letters, but like, so he was sick this week. He had, so they want you to send in a doctor's note when they're sick. But I didn't take him to the doctor. He had a bad cold. Oh, there's Jan Leatherman. She loves me. Jan, look, you found me over here. Rules are for everyone. So
that's interesting because I haven't sent a doctor's note since COVID. I remember like during COVID, like you had like prove that they did or didn't have COVID. Like now, like Cooper's homesick yesterday and today with a fever. I won't send a doctor's note. Do you have to?
Well, you don't have to, but they like you to. But I just, it's like, it's not that I don't want to follow the rule, Jan. It's because I feel like if I have taken Blair to the orthodontist, I am not going to send a letter saying she went to the orthodontist. Like I'm out there busting my ass, volunteering at school. I'm not going to lie about this. Like, trust me until you don't have a reason to trust me.
I am not taking my kids out of school unless they need to go to it. Like, we're not
on
willy-nilly.
purpose. and I'm fully willing to admit we were on vacation.
Oh yeah. If we went on, like we're gonna go on the Amtrak, on that eventually, and if Sawyer comes, I'll just tell his teacher and he'll do his stuff online.
Yeah, we're gone. Yeah, I'm not like lying, but like if somebody has the stomach bug, I'm not gonna like argue. Anyway.
So this came up this morning on yesterday on a supporter live. So I made the mistake of saying in my stories yesterday that Cooper and Harbor were home with a fever. And I probably got 20 messages that like, it's COVID. And I'm like, calm down, settle your tits, friends. It's not COVID. But then also like, I don't bring my kids to the doctor every time they have a fever. I keep them home from school. I do my due diligence, but I don't go to the doctor. They don't want me to.
Did they get you for the rule that you have to be 24 hours fever free?
So we're following that rule. We're following that rule. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Very intense on that rule.
What I'm saying is like, I guess I didn't know, like going to the doctor is not cheap. So like, I guess I didn't know that people brought their kids to the doctor every time. Like my kids have colds all the time.
Now I will say I am one to go to the doctor. And the reason I go to the doctor is because I feel like we oftentimes have something that needs medicine, like stress. So I don't want to be home with Amos for a week if I could narrow it down to 2 days.
I feel like, yes. Your kids, it is often something.
But you have little people too. Like they get the throw up bug. Like that's a very common, when my big three were little, there was always somebody like vomiting.
And nothing makes me more livid than when I make the appointment, bring the child in, and they're like, oh, it's just a fall cold. And I'm like,
I only go if I know. I'm like, we've had a cold for 14 days. It's not better. The snot is green. Give me the freaking medicine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm really glad I was able to join you, but yes, I do not see the darn notification, and I just did what you said.
But that's the thing, you didn't need it because you joined.
I still wanted to see it because I'm having trouble. I'm having trouble getting Carrie on my page. So I was just trying to figure out a way easier to get her to be able to join me, So anyway.
Yes. But also great. This is your business page, right?
Yes. but so rare that that works.
I know.
Like there's no counting on that. You know?
No. Yeah. Well, before I know
Yeah.
you're not going to stay long, but why don't you tell us a story or something? Tell us something funny that's going to make us laugh.
Well, today I'm going to the orthodontist.
Yes. I told Sawyer last night.
My husband, I told last night, as he was dressed like Lance Armstrong walking through the kitchen, and I said, I'm going to the orthodontist. He was like, bull, which I was like, no, I really am. I have a gimp tooth. Okay, look here. So I took this picture.
Oh, wait, show me, do it again. Which one is it on the bottom there? Oh, we lost her. I wonder if it was that one on the bottom. Oh, how do we get her to come back? Now I want to know. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. There we go. Hold on. Stand by.
I was trying to swipe the comments and I swiped myself. So,
is it that one on the bottom?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's like I'm a schnauzer.
Your teeth are perfect. Oh, I see it now. Yeah.
Well, I saw a photo of myself and that gimp tooth was sticking out and I was like, holy crap, I got to get rid of that thing. So I have a crossbite. So look,
what's a crossbite?
So my top teeth look straight and my bottom jaw
oh, I see it.
is bad.
Oh, that's
so it's always, you've been able to hide it like this, but now the tooth has broken out.
It's gone rogue.
Gimp tooth, and we're getting it fixed.
But it's not as simple as just fixing the tooth, right? Is it a full mouth of
the
braces?
whole thing. And then I'm waiting for him to be like, oh, we need to break your jaw.
Oh, God.
What if
I hope you have you seen jaw? That woman on Instagram? She shows up in my recommended. She has braces and she talks like with her braces. I think it's parody. I'm going to send it to you because it's going to be you.
I could have a whole new thing. I could be like old ladies in braces.
Okay, I love when adults have braces. I chuckle internally. Are you going to have colored rubber bands?
It's ridiculous. It's like embarrassing.
It's ridiculous.
Like at this point, I'm going to get just full on metal ones.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
No clear. No,
I want to own this.
I'm all in.
Yeah.
But the real story is I'm going to try to convince the orthodontist to not charge me.
Braces are so expensive.
They're about $5,000 here. How much are they there?
Well, Sawyer's okay. So the reason that this is funny, her timely story,
you get a discount the more you get.
Well, we brought Sawyer to the orthodontist on the same day as Adrian.
Yeah, Sawyer and I are.
And he has these two teeth, his canines, go out. We don't know. They go. They
big.
Out.
These canines are big.
These are big, and so the orthodontist was so sweet. She was like, he still needs to lose 8 baby teeth. So she's like, we're not going to do a full mouth of braces, but and then
wait, those aren't his canines. These are canines. I don't know what they're called, but that's what he's got that sticks out, which is interesting because it's big,
huge,
which means he's going to be big because he has big teeth.
His grandma calls them the Swenson chompers, is what she calls them.
Oh, really?
And so he was so. I mean, it's listening to a kid who can advocate for themselves. Like he was like looking at his X-rays. He was like talking to the dentist or orthodontist. He's like, I'm really embarrassed. He's like, I think people are starting to tease me about my teeth. So sweet. So she goes, let's just do 4 braces on those. Yeah, so it must be the one right next to it. You're right. So it's these ones.
Yeah.
And she goes, those will be in place within 6 months. So that's $1,300.
Yeah, that won't be much.
No. And then he'll need a full mouth once everything comes out.
Yeah, they want me to get Invisalign. So the problem with Invisalign is you talk like this when you have Invisalign, and I do this many videos to talk like this all the time.
Yeah, we can't handle that. She can't be our friend if she talks like that.
So I'm in.
But
Invisalign's
not cheap either.
Oh, I know. But the good thing about Invisalign, where I live, is that you could get Invisalign down the street. The benefit, I have to drive an hour and 15 minutes to get to the orthodontist.
Oh my gosh, I have to tell everyone a story. So I was at the grocery store yesterday and Adrian and I were talking, And I said, I can't find my keys. I know they're in the vehicle because my vehicle is running, but I
This is
can't
not
find my keys.
remarkable.
This is ridiculous to me. I told Jamie and he about died. And so Adrian goes, I never lose my keys. I never take them out of my vehicle. And I go,
I don't.
you live on Sesame Street. I like live near Minneapolis. Like we lock our vehicle in our yard.
If I like by accident one day, I took my keys out because I was carrying my pocketbook around, which I also don't carry pocketbooks because I
What's
lose
a
them.
pocketbook?
Pocketbook. You know, you put your stuff in it. Your pocketbook.
Nope.
Your purse. You people call it purse. I call it a pocketbook.
Is it you got a purse. I was thinking like do you have checks in there? Do you have checks in there?
Yeah, I do.
Oh.
So I got my New York City fake Louis Vuitton checkbook.
Oh my gosh. So do you what if you drove to the big city?
Well, I have locked the car if I'm like at a hotel. And so I do that. But so when we were in DC in the city, I locked the car. But then what happened? We got home and the key was in the pocketbook. So I brought the pocketbook inside, and then Thomas was like, "Where's your key?" I'm like, "I don't know. It's in the car." No, it's not. I was like, "It's in my pocketbook. Why is it in up here?"
So he doesn't lock his vehicle either?
No.
I'm telling you, I cannot fathom that.
Well, let me just blow your mind a little bit more.
Okay.
We have never gone out of town and locked our house.
No way.
I don't even know where a house key is.
So you go to bed without locking your doors?
No, we lock our doors at night from the inside.
Got it.
But if I go out during the day, or if we go somewhere for the weekend, we no lock.
That is so interesting.
Yeah.
And so is there no crime there?
I guess there's crime. They hadn't gotten yet.
See, I have to go there because the other day I was talking to Adrian and she's like, "Oh, that's my hairdresser. I got to take the phone call." And then you came back like 30 seconds later, and then 2 minutes later you were getting your hair done. I was like, "What's happening?"
Well, the hairdresser was like, "I can fit you in. Come right now." And the hairdresser also picks up my children for hair appointments.
So, like, how far is your store from where you live?
What store?
Like a grocery store.
Everything is within a mile, except the school. The school is 7 miles. It takes 12 minutes to get there.
So when you go somewhere, does everyone know who you are?
Yeah.
Would you know if someone was there that...
But for the most part. Not just because of even what I do, but just mainly because,
yeah,
you know, it's small.
That is fascinating. Really, that's fascinating to me.
Yeah, there's no anonymity at all. But, you know, I don't mind that.
I wouldn't mind. I don't think I'd mind that at all. No.
Yeah, how it's different. Like where I grew up in a 60,000, not a big town, but smallish town. And I went to private school. So I knew people like that went to my school, lived in my neighborhood, went to my church. Maybe I was in Girl Scouts with them. Like I had this group of people that I knew or that my family knew. Where in Edenton, there are not as many people. So you have a group of people that like maybe their kids aren't the same age as your kids. And you know more people, or maybe like the woman at Pizza Hut, her son was on my husband's soccer team for years, and she's the manager of Pizza Hut. Or the UPS driver was my son's coach for a couple of years. So everybody is more interconnected, and I think it helps with building community, right? Like I didn't know the UPS driver in Rocky Mount or the person at Pizza Hut. Like we didn't cross paths.
When we lived in the small town we lived in when we met, we knew our mailman's name. We talked to him. He wore a Green Bay Packer coat, a leather coat. We knew everything about him, his family. Like here where we live now, we don't know our mailman at all. Like that's an example.
Yes. Like here the other day, we have this Connect Edenton page, and this person was like, My package was delivered. I don't know if you've had this happen, and they send you a picture and it's of your package, but not at your house. And so she put it up on Connect Eatonton, was like, does anybody know where this package is? And somebody was like, oh, yeah, that's at Bert's house. He lives at 108 something something.
Oh, that's amazing.
So she went
That's
track.
amazing.
I did
Yeah.
think, well, that's kind of cool because I don't know if I would have thought about that. Hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I'm going to have my braces consultation today. You know, I got invited to go to Kamala's thing in Greensboro today.
Are you going to go?
No,
Oh,
I'm not going because it's 3 hours away and because I sent the Trump team a message because I really was hesitant. I thought my people might freak out if I did one and not the other.
okay.
So
Okay.
I tried to be balanced, but Trump's people did not get back to me. One thing that Kamala seems to be doing well, and the people get upset if I say that. I mean, like, I can appreciate things about people even if I don't necessarily vote for them. So I'm trying to help the community with this. She is using influencers, content creators, and it's very smart. You
I
know,
heard this like on the news yesterday on
I
on
had heard it.
entertainment radio that
Well,
she's using influencers.
true story. I've been on this email chain, get here, use this code, it will pay for your Uber to park. You're going to come to table A. You got to be here by 4 o'clock. I mean, here's what we would love for you to use this hashtag. I mean, a whole team on the email. So it's very smart. And honestly, I'm like, it's smart. It's smart. You can't not, if Trump were doing it, I'd be like, it's smart. It's smart. Anyway,
I would be fascinated just to go. I think that would be. I've actually never been to a rally. Have you? For anyone?
yes, I went. I got extra credit in high school if you went to Bill Clinton's rally.
Whose did you go to?
I went
It cut out.
to Bill Clinton.
Oh, okay, cut out.
Yeah, Bill Clinton
Oh, ooh, that'd be a
in
fun one.
Winston-Salem. But yes, if it were closer and I didn't have to drive 2 hours tomorrow, I get so tired. I don't know if my autoimmune thing, but like driving 6 hours today and going to a rally would I'd be not worth anything tomorrow.
Where are you going tomorrow?
We're going to the beach for the weekend.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Thomas and Amos and I, our first time going somewhere, the three of us.
Okay, so before you hop off, tell us about that. So just tell us what life, because you haven't told me, what has life been like with Blair gone and just Amos home?
Yeah, so I have one bird in the nest, the Amos bird, and my three teenagers are gone. So they are the ones we had Blair home the last 2 years we've had her, and she, keeps people very busy. Particularly my husband, I think we've noticed is that he feels the biggest absence because the children kind of go to him for, it's funny, people will be like, your husband doesn't, they think he doesn't do anything. But really, what you see that he did was he does a lot of driving people and picking them up and taking them for ice cream and going to play tennis and getting
Yeah.
on the boat. Like he's the active one, and I'm the one that stays at the house. And
Yep.
I don't know, is that how it is for y'all?
We're pretty 50-50 with everything.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Well, and I sort of like it. Like I don't need
Yeah.
to be out at 10 o'clock on Friday night, like playing tennis.
Well,
Like
also, not to
I'm
interrupt, but
lazy.
we don't have people coming and going yet besides Sawyer to and from sports. Like we would never like pick him up from a movie. We're just not there yet. So it'll be
Yes, yeah.
interesting to see how that pans out.
And we live in town, so it's not driving far, but it's a lot of like, drop me off, and 18 minutes later, it's like, I'm ready to be picked up. And then, oh, we want to go to so and so's house. And there's other parents participating, but Thomas does clearly has been doing the grunt of that work. So he's like, huh, there's
Yeah.
all this time. So, like, um, you, you're kind of like, what are we supposed to do? So he's been exercising a lot. Now I sound like my mother. Whenever I say, what are y'all up to? She says, well, your dad. I've just become her. I'm talking about Thomas, and I'm supposed to be talking. It's deflecting. Um, I don't mind the quiet, but I'm not being very productive.
Well, it's probably too much. It's too much time. It's like there's nothing grounding you.
Well, for years, if I had quiet, I would be like, I'm going to take advantage of it and I'm going to lie down on the sofa. Well, now it's quiet for so long that I have all these opportunities of nothingness. and I'm sort of loving the nothingness.
Oh, I'm sure you are.
Like I'm not missing the running to sports at games. And I have a friend and they lost their twins this year. And they like they had 5 sports. They were like Mary Scott. I mean, everybody was playing 2 sports, 3 kids, crazy.
Yep.
And they seem to love it. Me not love it,
Yep. Yep. Yep.
you know.
So
No, I
when
do
Amos
love
is
going to a
home,
game.
when Amos is home, so because people have misconceptions about Cooper. Cooper's 13, and when he's home, he moves really independently throughout our home. He's not going to run out of the house anymore. We're not worried about knives or fire. Like he's pretty independent at home. Now we prepare his food, but he can
Right.
go to the bathroom. He can do his things. So at home, he's pretty easy. It is Amos easy at home? Yeah.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
where my
Very
toddlers are
easy.
not. My toddlers follow me from room to room and need something 100% of the time.
And he was my toddlers before him were all very easy. The 3 of them were like they played independently. Like they were now little Thomas was probably the most like Sawyer. Like he never really got into toys. He wanted to do stuff with he wanted me to do stuff with him. But he had these 2 younger siblings, so that kind of kept him busy. And they
Yeah.
were 3, 2, and a baby. You know, they were so close. Amos, this is Amos's spot in here, and I knocked the painting down because there was another bunny in my house this morning. The cats, I have serial killer cats. They're sadists. They come in, they bring the bunny in, and they don't hurt the bunny. They just lay there and lounge, thinking of all the ways they're going to dissect the bunny.
So you come down and find bunnies in your house?
Yes. This bunny, I know this bunny personally. This bunny has been in the house 3 times. So the bunny got in here, and this cat, who's old and lazy, suddenly became the stalker, and I had to rescue the bunny, which I'm not the painting. So this is Amos's room in here, and Amos yesterday was decided he was going to read all his books. So he clearly has pulled all his books out, and this is his space. So he reads, he Legos, and he watches TV simultaneously.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, Cooper does different choice activities, but like there'll be times where, like I'll be like, I haven't seen Cooper in like an
Oh,
hour.
magnetiles. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And this
But so
does Cooper have his own space? So this, I wonder, like Amos would struggle if he had younger siblings. Like I can't imagine that I'd be like, nobody go in Amos's room. This is his space. Like he doesn't even like me to come sit in here.
so Cooper has spaces throughout the house. So he likes the couch in the family room.
Uh-huh.
He has like a cubby cave in the basement that no one else goes
Yes,
in.
yes, that's right. I've seen that.
And then he likes my bed. So
Oh,
he has 3 spaces, and maybe this room too. But Cooper doesn't have he only has things in one space. He has, I'll show you this for fascination. He has things. I'll take you this way. And the kids will, the Harbor mostly, and Winnie will drive him crazy. These are his things.
uh-huh.
His paper, his DVDs, and here's the cases.
Okay.
And you're gonna die. This is his cupboard. The doors are broken. These are his things.
Uh-huh. Right.
It's just
All his
junk.
stuff.
And so he sits in this area and he
Uh-huh.
stims on his things. When the
Right.
kids get cheeky, they'll like knock his stuff down. And he's really good about it. He doesn't touch them in any way, but he'll tattle. I mean, he tattles instantly. Yeah.
Mhm.
And then also he wants to go on the Amtrak. So here's his suitcase. It's been with us
Oh,
now
good.
for 2 weeks. And you know what he wants to pack? So this is a really big deal because I didn't even know Cooper knew what a suitcase was. So when
Right,
these things
right.
happen, so he's made his packing list and it's this stuff.
Mm, that'll be nice.
Can you imagine? Like 5,000 DVDs
I will say
rolling on the train floor.
Well, you know what? One of the best things that we've learned to do. So we've used the scooter in the airport, but I think Cooper would like this, like Amos. We have a suitcase that he pulls, and it really helps keep him grounded and doing what we're supposed to be doing.
Oh, I think he'd get a huge kick out of that.
It's
yes.
like
and his things.
It's his job, yes, and it is filled with all his crap. And then when we get to the place, he takes it all out and dumps it all over wherever we are. But pulling the suitcase kind of keeps him from like zipping off somewhere.
This will be his first time. This will be having a
Now,
secret.
you're, yeah, so if my other kids are home, like this summer, it's crazy. Amos will, he ends up in our room watching, and that becomes his space. So I bet Cooper does that bedroom thing because it's too much.
Yep.
Like we have these neighbors and they have little a 2-year old and a 4-year old, and they came over yesterday. And Amos is sort of a tyrant because he doesn't have to be nice to anybody, and he was like, did not like them, and he was like, get in mommy's bed, like I can't. These people are ruining my zen.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Cooper often retreats, and like that's one of the things that he's learned as he's gotten older. His own self care. Like he's like, yeah, I don't like. So his favorite thing is having people over here.
Uh,
He'll sign more people, and he'll sit in this window and watch for the people come
mhm,
in. But when he's done, he's done. He'll go up
yeah,
to his room.
yeah,
So that's why we actually don't really have play dates, because he really wouldn't spend any time with them. He just wants them here.
yeah. And you almost have to. Our neighbor comes over, but it's like, I don't know. You feel awkward being like, well, I now like preface it like he might play for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So like there's no long there's no long playtime, and then
No, no.
and then he's done. Or if he goes to your house, he's going to play what he wants to play. He knows where your trains are. He's not going to actually play with you.
Well, and what's interesting is we'll have kids over with autism that are Cooper's age, and they'll play with Harbor.
Oh yeah, no, Amos loves the 4-year-old.
Yep. So like,
They
and
play
Cooper,
chase,
what Cooper
all
will,
the things.
yeah. So Cooper will, we have this toy room, so he'll sit in his cubby, and he'll
Uh-huh.
like peek out and watch the kids play. So it works
Amos,
out actually well.
well, and you and I, we talked about this. We both sort of moved around the same. How many years have you lived in your house?
Jamie, how many years have we been here? 3.
Okay, 3
We
years.
moved at
So that's how
the
long
same
we've been.
time, didn't we?
I guess so. I feel like you might have moved a second
We
before
were
me. Like I moved in the
October.
spring and you moved, and I moved in the spring, you moved a little bit before. But we wanted a house where the kids would be here because it's not going to other people's houses is
It's the
just not.
exact reason we moved.
Yes, same thing. And he loves, like, if there's a party, like we have people over to watch football. I mean, he'll come down and be like, it's a party. And he might play with Nerf guns for a few minutes and then he's back
Yep.
upstairs. But he likes the activity.
Yeah, I always say Cooper's near but far. So like he wants to observe and be nosy. Oh, the tyrant.
You are a bad, bad, bad kitty.
Looks so innocent though.
Uh-huh. He's
He is
not.
talking to her cat. Cat people are weird. Oh, that's gonna be in big trouble.
I'm not a cat person.
I didn't even
There's
know
a
you had a cat.
I have 2 cats.
But I do feel like I wouldn't be surprised if you said you had like a snake. Like I feel like
I
your
used to have
home
a snake.
yes. Like I feel like I imagine lots of creatures.
Well, Russell, we always had like turtles and snakes. That cat we found, it came in our yard and it was about yay big. It was like the size of the bunny it brought in. And I wasn't even home, just my husband was home. And he was like, they brought this cat. And I said, you know what? I'm in Atlanta, wherever I was, you're going to have to deal with it. Because I knew that he was going to blame me if we kept the cat.
Yep.
So I get home the next night and I'm like, what'd you decide about the cat? Well, we're not keeping it. I said, okay, well, where is it? Well, I don't know. It was upstairs in Blair's bed, like burrowed in her hair.
And we have a cat.
I was like, when are you getting rid of the cat? Because I'm not involved. So
Oh my
here,
god.
here's the cat who's 4. Yeah. The
Oh
bad, bad,
funny.
but it is a pretty little cat.
Okay, I have to
So
get ready for the retreat. I have 105 moms. Oh my gosh, we're so excited. I know. It's so
that is
exciting.
so fun.
One of the
So,
moms sent me a
and
picture
so
last night.
relaxing.
Oh yeah.
I love a retreat because you'll just get to
Do
relax.
you remember Allison Kaser from Pencils with Lucas?
Yeah.
She's so sweet. She's one of my dear friends. She sent me a picture last night and it's all this fruit in like perfect Tupperware. And she's like, the WAP fruit is ready. And I was like, I love you. I love you so much.
Well,
like,
I hope you just rest and rest and rest.
that won't happen.
Oh, I bet you'll
But I bet
really get a lot of
I have a time
downtime.
coming up in the future where I'll rest.
When?
Oh, Jamie, when?
I want to go.
You never
You don't go
know.
anywhere. You take care of the kids, Jamie.
Somehow I feel like that might not be rest either.
No.
Fish account?
Okay. Oh, Jamie, let's tell you something really quickly and then we have to go. So Jamie had a boys' day yesterday and he's told me this sentence 50 times. So please act excited.
I only say because she gets really annoyed with me because we caught lots of fish yesterday.
Say it again.
Lots of fish.
Caught lots of fish yesterday.
Fish. Are you cooking fish tonight?
No,
we
no
swim
one ever
back.
sees the fish, Adrian. Never seen a fish.
They're on
Never.
Facebook if you're friends with me.
Is it catch and release?
No, we just don't care anymore. We just throw them back.
Yeah.
We-
Catch and
we-
release.
We like fish, but I don't like the smell in my house.
Katie almost caught a nice walleye, but she lost it at the boat.
Someone forgot the net.
Katie forgot
What
the
kind of fish are they?
walleyes.
Oh,
You don't
you know,
have walleyes in the ocean.
No.
we have catfish around here. Catfish are very good eating because they taste like chicken.
Said no one ever.
I would imagine them being gamey.
Chicken.
No gamey at all. Grouper is kind of popular. Mahi, tuna, obviously. Grouper is my favorite fish.
Do you have charter fishing by your house to go out on the ocean?
Yes, at the beach we do. Yes. But we go out. We have a boat and we go out. I mean, they can't go out as far, but I mean, they'll catch some fish.
Because you have like a
Um,
like 20-something foot fiberglass boat, right? Like
yes, center console. So if it's a nice day, you could go out and catch mainly like Spanish mackerel, which are good. My dad calls those grouper fingers. He puts them in the fryer.
So they're small.
Well, he just cuts them up into like pieces and throws them in that panka and grease.
We got less sun yesterday though. I mean, it looked tan.
Caught a lot of fish yesterday.
You look tan. Caught a lot of fish. Thomas, my husband is going duck hunting next week in Canada.
Oh,
good for
where?
him. I just got 2
Where?
new shotguns.
I don't know where.
You should find out where. I'd love to know.
Let me look. Is Saskatchewan in Canada?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's where he's going.
Why? Like, that's so random. Does he normally
Oh,
do that?
Yeah, because he has these friends that, clearly have more money than he does. And they like to take very fancy trips.
So it's a fly-in, obviously. And then, like...
Oh, it's not in this calendar. I don't know where it is. Anyway, he's going for a few days there, duck hunting with some college friends and some friends from here.
Oh, nice.
Jamie's going to Brainerd, Minnesota duck hunting. That's a couple hours away.
I missed that.
Oh, I'm sorry. But you're going grouse hunting?
Yeah.
Oh.
By the cabin.
They usually go to Guatemala and go fishing.
Oh my God. Thomas's life. Poor Jamie.
And what is he? He plays golf and what?
No golf.
Just golf?
He's a biker.
He
And tennis?
He likes to ride a lot of bikes, but we don't have any courts right now in our town. They got torn up, so his tennis game is being affected.
And he golfs, right? Or no?
No golf. Golfing, when they were little, I was like, you can't golf. It's too many hours.
Oh, that's why I don't golf. It's impossible.
Too many hours.
Honey, I'll be back in 5 hours. Yeah, that'll go over like go.
Paddleboarding, he's into paddleboarding, so he gets home and paddleboards.
Oh.
We have all this. We have a lot of time now on our hands.
Because they only have one child at home.
Has he switched to pickleball yet? Has he?
He loves pickleball, but we don't have pickleball courts here.
Oh, see, in Minnesota, they're converting all the tennis courts to pickleball courts.
Yes, they like paint extra lines. I think they will when the new tennis courts get built. I think a couple of them will be like that, he said. But we had a pickleball net and we put it out in our street and we play there.
Yeah, we've talked about that.
When we started this live, Adrian said that her husband was dressed as Lance Armstrong yesterday.
Live strong.
He was.
Live and dope hard.
He likes to go ride like 60 miles for fun.
Very different than you. When I first met Adrian, when I first met her, we would talk and she'd be drinking Bloody Marys and smoking cigs.
Oh, I love to smoke. I
love a bloody.
Oh, I do too. The exercise I like is shelling and I like skiing.
What's shelling?
Where you just look for shells and walk. It's a new sport.
Shelling? That is not an exercise.
It is. It's a lot of walking.
Oh my God. I'm getting you a
Shelling.
shirt that says I love shelling.
Oh, I wear it. Shelling, and I like skiing. Skiing is exercise.
It is. I don't like to, yeah, I haven't skied
And I
for years.
like to do machines at the gym, but I'm not doing them. But I think I'm going to now that I have all this time.
Anne says shelling. Are you referring to shelling as a sport, Anne? Yes, it is.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Anne.
I have
Shelling.
never in my life. Well, okay. We don't have shelling here, but we have agate, rock picking. That'd be
Oh,
exercise, I'm guessing.
and where do you do that?
Out in the quarries, the
You
mines.
just and like we have and shark tooth hunting.
Shark tooth hunting? Where do you live?
Yeah, you can walk around and find shark's teeth
For
on
real?
the beach. Yeah,
My gosh.
probably find 10 a
I
day.
guess I never knew how active you were. When I'm trying to reach you, you're out. You're out shark tooth hunting.
Yes, I
Oh,
have my meeting every day. I shark tooth hunt. That's what I do.
okay, I have to get ready. I have to do some work. Thank you.
Goodbye, Jamie. Good luck this weekend. You're going to do great with the children.
Piece of cake. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Carry on. Bye.